Trying Princess Amelia's makeup on white features.
This is part 2 of a series I am creating to show that you can, in fact, recreate makeup looks done by your favorite Asian celebrities and creators without Asian fishing. In her makeup tutorial posted here on TikTok, Amelia starts her routine by first moisturizing her skin. Now here's a random fun fact for you guys. At one point in time, her Sweet Home Alabama brother slid into my DMs. I still haven't recovered. Anyways, she skips primer in her routine. However, I'm adding some because I'd like this makeup to stick down and last. She applies her concealer and then her foundation afterwards, but here I'm doing my foundation first with a concealer. It's confusing, I know. She also doesn't color correct or anything, but girl, some of us got acne and dark under eyes, so we're gonna need to cover that really quick. Now for concealer, Amelia applies hers in these specific areas of her face. And after that sets for a minute, we're gonna blend it all out. She uses a cushion sponge, but I only have a beauty blender. And after setting our base down with setting spray, we're gonna go in pretty heavy with the powder all over the face, just as she does. She then takes a light pink blush and applies it to the apples of her cheeks, nose, and all over her eyelids, creating a cute pinky eyelid look. She then goes in with some pressed glitter on her eyelids. However, I'm using this liquid one I own. She also doesn't seem to contour her nose, but I'm just doing a little bit. She then highlights her inner corners, however, she doesn't show the product, so I'm going in with this matte white shade, and then I'm applying a shiny highlighter on top. For eyeliner, she first creates a small wing using a brown eyeshadow and an angled brush, which she then creates a wing over with a liquid eyeliner to add more depth and intensity. Noting that the shape of her wing swoops a little and then flicks up a little bit at the end. And this is how it looks on my eye shape. Repeat on the other side. We are going back in with our brown eyeshadow, which she uses to draw a straight line extending from the middle of her pupils to just a bit further from the end of her eye. I'm adding a teensy bit of inner corner eyeliner. And now it is time for the Aegyo style makeup, which she uses a brown eyeshadow to create. She makes hers a bit more harsh, but I like to blend mine out a bit. And to highlight her Aegyo style, she uses a shimmery eyeshadow stick. And for eyebrows, she simply fills hers in with some brown eyeshadow. But I typically like to draw in a tail on my eyebrows, and then I go in and shape it up with some concealer. And here I'm brushing them up just to make them a little bit more fluffy. I'm going in with that same highlighter from before and applying it to my nose tip and my nose bridge just as she does. She then applies 2 beauty marks to her face. For eyelashes, she begins by curling them, and then she applies some individual spiky lashes. I'm using some that I got from 99 Dreams here on TikTok. Apply the same lashes to the other side. Now she naturally has larger, more plump lips, so she just goes straight in with some chapstick and lip gloss. But this series is all about adapting looks to my features, so I'm using a brown and a pink lip liner to slightly overline my lips. Here I am mapping over that bottom eyeshadow with a dark brown eyeliner. She has a more pronounced philtrum, which is super unique and cool, so I'm using some contour to deepen mine a bit and contour the bottom lip as well. I'm adding some plumping lip gloss to make mine look plump and shiny like hers. And now you douse yourself in setting spray. And I didn't realize this until later, but she seems to wear enlarging contacts as well. I'm sorry, don't try this at home. And please forgive me, but I'm popping them in now. And this is what my finished eye looks like. And she is definitely not blonde, so we're gonna throw on a wig. And here is the finished Princess Amelia look, created to stay authentic to my own facial features and not to erase them in an attempt to look a different ethnicity. I'm absolutely obsessed with how this makeup look turned out. A huge shout out to Princess Amelia for posting this tutorial for all of us to enjoy and recreate in our own way. Comment down below who I should try next.